Posłuchajmy chwilę tego znamienitego jazzu. Znasz jakiegoś jazzmana? Kurnia. Potem jak Play mi przyszedł, to ja nie wiem, czy wszystko jest ustawione dobrze. Na przykład może mnie nie słychać nikt. Słyszeć znaczy się dźwięk. Transmituj dźwięk z mikrofonu. No tak, ale czułość chcę zmienić, ty jebana kurwo. A, to tutaj było. Nie wiem, słychać mnie w ogóle? A nie, no powinno być wszystko git. Wyreguluj poziom mikrofonu. A jak będę tak, to pewnie dremordę za bardzo. Gówno kutas. Za przeproszeniem oczywiście. Nie, dobra, to stonuję trochę. Of course. Of course, of course. Dobra, no to niech będzie... Tak. 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 Ciągle jak mówię, to mi wyskakuje, że... O, już jest okej chyba. No bo nie chcę też, żeby grę było za bardzo słychać. I tak pewnie będę wyciszał, bo ja lubię tą grę mieć na głośno, bo fajna jest muzyczka. Ale tak będzie chyba w porządku. Zaczynamy. Piękną podróż. Znaczy podróż. Muszę teraz jakby podsumować to, co działo się w tej grze. Otóż, no na pewno jeszcze powrócimy do wielu spraw. Znaczy prawie do wszystkich, bo chyba mam 4 sprawy na 5 gwiazdek, czyli 20 pozostaje bez. Trzeba je zrobić na 5 później. Ale żeby zachować jakąś linię fabularną, to muszę tylko opowiedzieć, co się działo. Na początku nasz bohater Cole Phelps jest zwykłym krawężnikiem, który potem dostaje awans na gościa z drogówki, tak jakby chyba trafik to po polsku drogówka, coś w tym stylu. Później trafia do sekcji morderstw. Tam naprawdę świetne sprawy są. Trzeba rozwikłać, kto zabił kogo. No co ty nie powiesz? No. Homicide Desk. Później trafiliśmy do obyczajówki, Vice Desk, czyli różne sprawy, w większości narkotyki. Trzeba było badać, skąd pochodzi dany towar. I też zajebiste były sprawy. Niektóre z nich ogramy ponownie. No i teraz stała się rzecz, której nikt by się nie spodziewał. Fabularny twist. Był na poprzednim streamie takim testowym. Mianowicie nasz kolega, partner z pracy właśnie, z tej obyczajówki, nakapował do nas, znaczy na nas, policji, jakiś tam główny sztab, który był, że poszliśmy się ruchać z niemiecką piosenkarką, trochę prostytutką, że kolaborujemy z wrogiem. On to powiedział, zostaliśmy zawieszeni i za świetną poprzednią sprawę nie awansowani, a zdegradowani do Wydziału Podpaleń. Jesteśmy obecnie na ostatnim wydziale, czyli Wydziale Podpaleń. Będziemy zajmować się podpaleniami. Tak, to może być ciekawe. Mało co z tego pamiętam, to było 4 lata temu. Ale zbliżamy się do końca gry. Pozostało chyba 4 sprawy, z czego jedno to jest z DLC. No a później będzie finał, a po finale będziemy ogrywać grę tak jakby od początku, ale nie zupełnie, ponieważ będziemy powtarzać. Tutaj nawet pokażę. Mamy sprawy, tak? I tutaj jest nasz pierwszy wydział, czyli patrol, czyli krawężnik. I tutaj nie ma gwiazdek, to są po prostu zwykłe, proste sprawy, trwają 10 minut. Później jest drogówka. No i tutaj mamy 4 gwiazdki, to trzeba będzie poprawić. No ale tego już nie będzie trzeba. Tutaj tragedia w 3 aktach, ale jest ta sprawa z DLC, więc nie wiem, czy trzeba będzie ją powtarzać. Prawdopodobnie tak, bo tej edycji może się już liczyć. A tu są 3 gwiazdki. Zaś to jest opcja, że można jeździć po prostu po mieście i robić poboczne sprawy, które też będziemy musieli zrobić, ponieważ mamy ich 11, a jest 40. Tutaj mamy Wydział Morderstw. No i tutaj, jak widzimy, nic nie mam na 5 gwiazdek. Pamiętam, że tutaj ta sprawa, ostatnia na 4 gwiazdki, nie ma 5 tylko dlatego, bo za bardzo zniszczyłem autko. Czyli jak widzimy, wszystko będę musiał poprawiać. Jedna na razie jest sprawa 5-gwiazdkowa, no i tutaj. I tutaj też bardzo mało brakowało, żeby to wszystko było na 5 gwiazdek, ale jakieś tam drobne niuanse zadecydowały o tym, że mam 4. Tego i tego nie będziemy musieli robić. No i teraz mamy Wydział Podpaleń, który się tutaj jeszcze nie wyświetla, ponieważ nie skończyliśmy żadnej sprawy. A więc do dzieła.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget.
Tutaj widzę, że się jeszcze nie zapisał stan gry. W sensie, że została właściwie ostatnia cutscenka. Będzie jedno przesłuchanie. To w sumie jest okej, bo chociaż Maćku, zobacz jak to wyglądało. Jak wyglądała moja degradacja. Spoko, bardzo spoko w sumie.
You're in interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Się wypiera, że nie możemy mu udowodnić. Ale się przekona zaraz, że mogę mu udowodnić i to jak najbardziej. Tylko szkoda, że mimo korzystnego przesłuchania to wszystko
And how do
pójdzie
you
w piach.
prove that, Cole?
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old unit. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
Truth.
I believe Mr. Sheldon.
Father.
I think he's telling the truth, detective.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
Był na statku.
So you had opportunity.
Miał szansę.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Był zamieszany. Jak najbardziej.
So you don't mind that the
Powiedział nam
mob
to pan
executed
Beckett.
McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't
A to
blame them
ogólnie
for
jest
taking the shot.
przyjaciel, znaczy dawny kumpel zwoja naszego bohatera, ponieważ nasz bohater został odznaczony srebrną gwiazdą
You have an answer
za
for everything, Courtney.
zasługi w
Let's
Marines.
hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack,
I
Courtney. I
tutaj,
don't care who
gdy
goes
już
to
właśnie
jail.
ten
I just
gość
want
miał
the
się
morphine
wydać, miał
off the
wszystko już
street.
powiedzieć, wejdzie zaraz szumowina. Pan,
Don't be ridiculous.
jak się nazywa gościu, co jest na
This man's
szczycie w
gambling.
policji?
What's your
Zapomniałem.
offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's
Sir,
heart.
what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and
Musimy
gun.
położyć
Don't keep them
odznakę i
waiting.
What
broń.
is going on here?
Your
Klamkę.
wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged
Tylko
with
gdyby nie
adult
ta szumowina
criminal cannot
partnerska.
serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press.
What the hell were you thinking?
Chciało się uprawiać miłość, to ma się degradację niestety. A to jest nasza żona, która wyrzuca nasze rzeczy. Nie mam pojęcia czemu.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Chcę widzieć swojej córki, wiem.
Go to her,
Bardzo
Cole.
smutno.
You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
No i żeby zagoić ranę miłosną, pojedziemy teraz do tej Niemki. Tak naprawdę on nie ma już broni. Śmieszne. No. Tak to jest. No i tutaj mamy wszystko napisane. Ukończyliśmy obyczajówkę i zostaliśmy zdegradowani do Wydziału Podpaleń. Smutna ta historia, ale może ona się jeszcze potoczyć ciekawie. Tutaj mamy taką jakby retrospekcję, która będzie podpowiadała nam, co dokładnie się tam stało. Znaczy nie co dokładnie, tylko widzimy, że ktoś grzebał tutaj przy instalacji elektrycznej. Czyli możemy się domyślić, że chodzi tutaj o pożar. Tak jest.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps?
Oczywiście naśmiewają się z nas,
Phelps is up before a review board in
że
December. Till then,
jebaliśmy
works
Niemkę.
the arson
Nie wiem, co jest
desk.
w tym
End
złego.
of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it till
Jeszcze
then?
mówi, że nie chcą takiego szczura jak
Phelps,
Phelps.
I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do
To
partners.
smutne,
You know that, cat.
ponieważ sprawy
You do now,
rozwiązywaliśmy
Biggs.
lepiej niż ktokolwiek tutaj
Social
w tym
basket
wydziale.
cases
Znaczy
like
w
you
wydziale,
two
w
should
całej
get along just fine.
policji.
Biggs will show you the ropes.
Co prawda jedna
Phelps.
sprawa
This is
jednogwiazdkowa
Arson. There
była,
are no ropes.
ale to
It shouldn't
przeszłość.
take long, Ben. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here.
Wychodzi na to, że mamy 2 podpalenia i niekoniecznie musi być to przypadek. To sobie zmienimy garniturek może, bo doszedł nam nowy. A, właściwie nie garniturek, tylko... O, taką kamizelkę tylko. Jeszcze jest jeden fajny incognito, taki cały czarny, ale jeszcze go nie odblokowaliśmy. Okej, to lecimy. Nasz partner nie jest do nas przekonany, ale myślę, że to zmienimy.
He's the cop that arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people went to jail.
Jeśli Maciek jest przy klawiaturze, niech napisze, do którego mam najpierw jechać. Do Stephensów czy do Sawyerów? Proszę o rychłą odpowiedź. I czy słychać muzykę? Czy ją zablokowali? Wygląda na to, że zablokowali. To smutne. Bo muzyczka jest tu przednia. No trudno. No to jedziemy tam, gdzie wybrałem.
How long have you been working Arson? We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
No pan niestety nie przywitał nas, nowy partner za bardzo milutko.
Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation.
Widzimy doszczętnie spaloną chałupę.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but...
Dowiedzieliśmy się, że nie mieli żadnego ubezpieczenia i śpią teraz w samochodzie.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My
wygrał
wife got this
weekend
flyer
na
in the mail
wyspie
from the
Catalina.
Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Nie no, mówi prawdę raczej, nie? Patrzy się w twarz. Tak.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Kręci, zrobił się bardziej nerwowy. Chyba. Tak. Tak mi się wydaje.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Grałeś, Maćku, kiedyś w klasy?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
To raczej nie jest dowód.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
W takich ruinach to możemy nic nie znaleźć, no ale...
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
O właśnie, mamy tutaj wykaz, przez kogo było serwisowane ostatnio. I to jest bardzo dobry dowód. Przez Matthew Ryana 19 września 1947 roku, czyli niedawno. Muzyka przestała grać, więc to oznacza, że możemy jechać do drugiego miejsca.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is Arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Any Central Unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street.
Zająłbym się tą poboczną sprawą, ale widzimy jakże ona jest daleko. Mapa nie jest taka mała, naprawdę nie chce mi się jechać. Znaczy, gdzie my jesteśmy w ogóle? Tutaj, a, no to nie. Kiedy indziej.
Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Continue to respond, sir.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of Arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Another one?
Looks that way.
No ci już niestety nie przeżyli być w domu.
Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go bang. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and
No,
2 kids.
to fakt,
All are
nie
dead from the
żyją
looks of
raczej.
it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in Arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever
Jak
met.
widzimy, nikt nam nie współczuje. Współczuje nam jedynie rodziny, w sensie rodzinie nam współczuje gość. No smutne. Za jeden mały seksik. Widziałeś kiedyś spalone dziecko?
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Nikt już mnie nie ogląda. Dzięki!
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere.
No i mamy tutaj drugi taki przypadek. W poprzedniej rodzinie wygrali wycieczkę. To samo. I tutaj też sąsiadka mówi, że wygrali gdzieś wycieczkę. To śmieszne. To nie może być przypadek. No dobrze, Maciek, dziękuję. Się wyświetliło 0. Głupie jajo. Co się dzieje? Nie widziałem. Powiedział ketchup, a ja jestem głodny. Dobre co? Dobra, ale gonimy. Straciłem wątek na chwilę. Gonimy frajera. I golimy. Tak naprawdę to nie.
Stop! LAPD! We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
Jest piromanem.
I don't want any trouble.
Coś wiem o tym.
Turn out your pockets.
You're
Papieros.
nine, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
Partner nam mówi, żebyśmy olali tak głębokie podchodzenie do tej sprawy, tylko po prostu był to wypadek przy pracy. Ale Colter jest za bardzo ambitny, on tutaj widzi drugie dno i ma w tym na pewno rację.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way.
On musi jednak coś udowodnić, że jest jednak dobrym człowiekiem do tej pracy. Teraz idziemy do agencji, tak tu jest napisane, do biura podróży, o, gdzie oni wygrali te bilety na wyspę.
GPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit identified.
Tak z dupy mi się DualShock odłączył. O co tu chodzi? Czemu? No nie. I przez to pewnie będę miał 5 miliardów kary i nie będę miał 5 gwiazdek. 5 gwiazdek nie będę miał. Nie wiem, czy mnie słychać. Pewnie słychać. Ale to było dziwne. Na stówę. Na stówę wirus. Ładna witryna. Witryna Gullivera.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Odwołali tą
You mind if I
wycieczkę
take a look at that?
w ostatniej chwili, ponieważ dziecko było chore. Gdzie oni są? Jak oni mieli... Jak oni mieli nazwisko, bo nie pamiętam. A, tu jest cancel, tak? Czyli, no, Sawyerzy, no jasne. Sawyerzy, czyli w sensie ci drudzy, tak? No.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood
Ci,
Avenue.
którzy nie przeżyli. A tamci jak mieli? Kurwa, nie pamiętam. Stephens. Gdzie są Stefeny? Tutaj są Stefeny, no.
Here they are. Stephens.
Okay.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
No wygrali po prostu. Tutaj nie ma w ogóle po co kłamać.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
W tym co powiedział powinna być prawda, ale on coś kręci. Bo tutaj zapytał się go, czy to była powszechna loteria, czy dużo tego robią, czy duża była szansa na to. A on coś tutaj kręci.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
No rodzina raczej szczęśliwa nie była.
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer
Kto
family?
zaoferował im tę nagrodę?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won. Thanks for your help. No problem. I just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you? Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
No, ale wspomoże ich pieniędzmi. No dobra.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Arson.
Brother!
Jezus Maria, jak oni jeżdżą. Bez przesady, kurwa mać.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind. Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Pierdol! Zamknij dupę.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts.
On się zna na ogniu.
Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Tutaj mamy skrzyneczkę właśnie
like it was
z tego
recently
drugiego
serviced.
domu.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Wszystko to połączyło się z Muskitierą. I tak to właśnie wygląda.
Come on, Phelps.
Aha, to trzeba... No, dobra. To chyba jednak nie tak.
Try again, Boy Scout.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Brawo, Yeti. O, już teraz jasne, jak to ma wyglądać.
Try again, Boy Scout. Try again, Boy Scout. Good, your regulator's in position.
No co, są w pozycji
Try
co?
again, Boy Scout.
Co ja mam więcej zrobić niby? Bo są w dobrej pozycji. Że co? Mnie nie ogarniam tutaj już o co komar. Ja, to jest bez sensu.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
No.
You pull the lever on the left to turn.
To już jest oczywiste. Pierdolnęło.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North.
Jedziemy do siedziby
Boulevard,
InstaHeat,
number
czyli do
262.
firmy, która zamontowała
You're
instalację.
welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
America gonna understand?
Show? The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires.
He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with. Come on!
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify. ATC 10.
See him?
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
Hi,
I
madam.
see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
I'm gonna make him take me to the pictures tonight.
You sure that's not that crazy cop that almost ran me over?
I'm gonna suck the hell has that just been paid look about him?
Poor guy.
New and improved
Going
model.
crazy.
They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
You got a problem, pal?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
To doskonale wiemy, że ktoś przy tym mieszał.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
O nie, ze mną te numery, Brunner.
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your
Na
sales.
czarno byli zatrudnieni.
And how are you going to prove that, detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Prywaciarze jebani.
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasic?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Teraz musimy znaleźć, czy któryś z tych nazwisk zatrudnionych mieli kiedyś problemy z prawem.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage.
Clemens, za podpalenie był karany, no to tutaj może być bezpośrednio.
Thanks.
4 lata więzienia już odsiedział. Chyba.
Ryan Matthew.
I Ryan
Charged for
Matthew.
contempt of court, attempted murder.
Morderstwo.
Bargained down to assault charge.
Próbował dokonać morderstwa.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks.
I jeszcze ten Warley,
big help,
policja
young
go
lady.
ściga za morderstwo. No niezłych tutaj rodzynków zatrudnił nam.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasic. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do.
Coś
But
wydaje,
my
że
men
tego
have a right
Varleya
to some
kryje, no
privacy.
ale...
Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasic. Clemens is a fellow traveler. Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Zaskakująco dużo mają anarchistycznej literatury, jakby to mógł powiedzieć.
Don't we all? The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
To może mieć powiązanie z tamtą teorią, nie? To wszystko łączyło się z moskitierą, która wywoływała pożar.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
This town's dangerous.
See him? I saw his picture in the paper. He worked.
A co to za akcja? Znowu mamy tutaj człowieczka, który kombinuje.
Barkley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
No i znowu ucieczka. A strzał ostrzegawczy zadziała? Nie?
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever!
Może jeszcze jeden. Nie. Tak rozjedź
Run all the
mnie.
way from Michigan, Reginald?
Masz, gnoju. Ej.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Tak czy siak musimy do wszystkich pojechać, bo każdy ma coś tam za uszami. Co prawda my musimy zająć się tym jednym głównym. Oczywiście ten mi się wydawał tym głównym podejrzanym, jeśli chodzi o podpalenia. Reszta to są sprawy do innych wydziałów, do innych działów tam, bo my nie jesteśmy od morderstw obecnie, my nie jesteśmy od narkotyków, jesteśmy tylko od podpaleń.
Cole! What are you doing?
Bu!
Biggs, LAPD.
To było proste.
We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
Czy zna Varleya?
Can't say I do.
Mówi, że nie zna. Wątpię w to. Oj, wątpię. Przecież pracują w jednym miejscu.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
O, ależ tutaj.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in the settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
So sweet. Okej. On jest raczej...
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
Czy zna Ryana?
Don't know the name.
Jak kręci kawał gówna. Jeszcze mieli te... Przecież to jest ten gościu, który miał w sąsiedniej szafce tę anarchistyczną literaturę, jak ja to mówię, więc no...
You and Ryan are
On wręcz kłamie.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have?
Komuniści mają.
Been following me to meetings?
Jezu, ile tego się już nazbierało. To nie to, to nie to, to nie to. To nie to. O, to jest to. Tak jest. Pamflet.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
No to go oszczędzimy na razie.
He ain't our guy.
To nie o niego chodzi. Raczej o trzeciego też nie, no ale dobra. To jest formalność. Idziemy do Matthew Ryana. Można tutaj pominąć podróż i kazać temu jechać, ale jest tutaj trofeum, które jest za 194 mile przebyte w grze. Mam obecnie około 100, więc jeszcze 2 razy tyle muszę przejeździć. A już nie będę potem jechał w kółko miasta. Chociaż będziemy mieć jeszcze okazję do jazdy, no na pewno. Więc w sumie to nie byłoby takie głupie, no ale dobra. Najwyżej powtórzymy jeszcze raz tę sprawę. California.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson Squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Się zdziwił, że my jesteśmy od podpaleń, bo on ma tam na pieńku z morderstwem. Ale jednak Robol ucieka. Co za... No bo jednak co policja, to policja, nie?
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the bear.
Zaraz wszystko zniszczysz, debilu. Pewnie Polak jest, jak nic. Debil Robol. Mateusz Rajanewicz. Chodź tu, Mateusz.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
O, to było spoko.
Hands behind your head! Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
Czemu biegłeś,
You got a reason to be
debilu?
scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
No co, będziemy mieć dwóch winnych, znaczy dwóch podejrzanych. Zamknij tą dupę, kurwa. No to wracamy
As much as I'd like it to be,
na komendę.
I think it's one of the other two guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
No dobra, to tamten jest wolny i tych dwóch. Dalej myślę, że to jest Barley, ale...
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit and run felony at 6th
Wracasz skąd?
Any unit able to handle code 2 identify.
Z psem byłeś? Czy jesteś? Okej. To bardzo miło z twojej strony, że chcesz poświęcać swój transfer na transmisję z gry LA Noire z konsoli PlayStation 4 Pro użytkownika Eagle. Tylko nie za kierownicą, Maciek, pamiętaj! Kurwa, no. No nie dostanę 5 gwiazdek za te zniszczenia, jak nic. Wilshire Police Station.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs.
Ten
Ryan's
też
waiting for you in
przeciwko nam.
interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Jaki kawał
You
grubasa.
practicing your asshole routine again? Come on,
O, partner się stawił za nami, to było bardzo miłe. Okej, idziemy. Najpierw do Ryana.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Trochę wygląda jak Patrick Lees, nie? Znaczy, no może nie.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Młody komunista się wypiera, że chce zmienić świat w sposób niezbyt grzeczny. No ale ja dobrze wiem, co czytasz.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens
Nie
told
wiem do
us how
końca,
you
co
were
oznacza
always foisting
pamflet.
them on people.
Sure.
Raczej nie jest to
I spread the
instrument.
pamphlets. A guy has to do something.
Jakieś reklamy, ulotki anarchistyczne.
Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-Heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Kłamiesz, kutasie.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Jak możesz tego nie wiedzieć? Przecież Iwan to dokładnie pokazał. To tutaj będzie? Tak.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done.
No.
But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Ja ci dam nothing, kurwa.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
My tutaj mamy chyba criminal record, no właśnie. Czyli kłamiesz.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Wszystko mi powiedziała sekretareczka.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family.
Stracił całą rodzinę.
And the company that was responsible got away
Firma,
with
która
it.
była za to odpowiedzialna, uciekła.
What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water
Heater Company. Fajna nazwa. Nie no, ja cię zostawię jeszcze.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for,
Musimy
knucklehead.
zapytać drugiego.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick.
Mógłbym go już wjebać do więzienia, ale nie wydaje mi
I
się.
think Ryan is our man.
Mówisz?
But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects.
Najpierw musimy się upewnić, musimy dowiedzieć się, gdzie jest interview, room 2. Tutaj chyba.
I want to make homicide.
Yeah.
I mean, you know you made it if you got that desk.
3 blondes walk into a bar.
A co tym ślepy? Dobra, tu strzałki są, tak? Interview room 2.
Don't you have suspects and hot
Zamknij
leads waiting on
gębę,
you?
kurwa. Tutaj jest. No siema, Warley.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Ten to prosto z mostu. Czy pracowałeś przy
Have you
rezydencji
ever worked at a
Sawyerów?
place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Nie.
Why are you lying to me, Bartlett? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Podpisałeś się, debilu. Tu jest.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
No.
Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener.
Mówiłem, że to on.
I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
No przestań teraz, kurwa, kłamać.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Jaki tam dupę, kurwa. To chyba będzie to, nie? Tak.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Co wiesz?
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Pytamy się go, co by zrobiło właśnie to, co się zrobiło.
You get a big bang when you turn
Tak,
the pilot
właśnie.
back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Nie dość, że kłamiesz, to mam dowody.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire?
A co znaleźliśmy w szafce, proszę pana?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
A którego teraz zapakować do paki? Ryana czy Varleya? Ten zwalił na Ryana, ale mi się wydaje, że to jest on. Że to jest on. Jak myśli Maciek? Chwila prawdy.
We're done for now.
Chyba.
So what happens? You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Chyba tamten gościu, bo tamten jest anarchistą i on chce zniszczyć kapitalistyczny świat. A tamci wygrali na loterii. To chyba ten gnój. Chyba ten gnój.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
No i co? Będzie zadowolony? Powiedz mi, że będzie zadowolony.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
Mówi nam o żonie i o dzieciach, że jestem
You're here to
chujem.
listen to mine. What I was going to say before I was interrupted.
Ale mówi, że dobra robota przy tej sprawie.
We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp by my hand or a lollipop
Dostanie
or
lizaka?
something?
What you get is another case.
No, pochwalił mnie.
Bad one, unfortunately.
Serduszko aż mi zabiło. I czy będzie 5 gwiazdek, czy zniszczenia? Pozbędą mnie 5 gwiazdek. Kurwa, za dużo zniszczeń. 3000, no nie! Ja nie chcę powtarzać znowu tej sprawy, już to jest nudne. No weź człowiek, dobrze zrób, a i tak 4 gwiazdki dostaniesz. Wam auto zniszczyłem. Strasznie, strasznie. Retrospekcja z wojny. Następnym razem dam mu jeździć po prostu i tyle. To i krótsza robota będzie.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
house fire. A bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Okej. Jedziemy tam.
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some looking.
No ja w tym momencie od razu go puszczam za kierownicę.
You know the way. You can drive.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget I...
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. You guys are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
No tak, podpalenie. Nic dziwnego. No to jest ta firma, Suburban. No elo.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong
No
stomach.
co się takiego stało? Mówi, że... Dobrze, żebyśmy mieli twarde brzuchy, w sensie no... O!
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Rodzinne zdjęcie do albumu.
Anything else? To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why
Czy
aren't
się
they scattered
modlą?
around like the rest of the
Przerażające.
debris?
I think they've been moved. Moved? I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room.
Po eksplozji dopiero ich tutaj
It
wrzucili.
still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
No to ciekawe.
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Zdjęcie rodzinne.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
Another day.
No,
another
I have
problem.
not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
It might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Człowiek się popsuł.
Check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
No idźcie, że... Co?
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out.
Złe wspomnienia z wojny, no ale Cole Phelps raczej lepszych nie
You're
ma.
not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations.
On za wszelką cenę nie chce, żebyśmy byli dobrze... Znaczy w sensie, żebyśmy byli w nagłówkach gazy. Ale ja go znajdę.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too.
Oni
Their
też
name was on
wygrali
that list.
loterię.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know.
Idziemy do sąsiada.
Okay, I'll try this side.
On idzie tam, ja idę tu. No dobra. Panie sąsiedzie.
I haven't done this for years.
Panie sąsiedzie. O,
You
idzie
don't
tu.
look like a fireman, son.
Nie jestem strażakiem, ale powiedz mi to. Działa? Będziemy tak stać, nie?
LAPD.
LAPD.
Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Dudley Foreman się nazywa.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard
Spał.
the explosion.
Mówi, że spał, ale kręci tutaj w wała jak nie wiem.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't.
Nie lubi
Guess they
raczej,
should've
znaczy
sold
nie
up.
lubił Morelli.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these
Ja
old
lubię
houses
Morele.
and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Co nie wiem.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was
Net
pig-headed.
klawę sprawy
He built
mają
the
w
house
sklepie.
himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn
Szkoda,
fool
że nie
was
na
ruining it
wagę,
for
bo
all
tak
of
to
us.
bym kupował.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Mówi prawdę tutaj chyba.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive. Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere. What do you think?
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Another day, another dollar.
Maybe if... No. Circumstantial. This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Herschel, let's roll.
Phelps, I'm coming.
Standard man's dress shoe.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Come on, you can tell me.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe. He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
So you're the first in this family.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysium.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go. Shame about Chapman. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Look.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Looks like the same model. You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a fray.
mouth son of a bitch!
You sorry sack. That's done. We're gonna have to pacify these poor cats.
God! I'm gonna bust you right in the mouth. Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at. Phelps, I think I found something over here.
The mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
You can drive. Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office. You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs! We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the Police Pension Fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
You're falling behind, Herschel.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
Your boss is a fine man.
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. Damn. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks.
Well, I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bin it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love. Some
buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not going to ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling in the car 11K,
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that. Keeping them on their toes. Hang a left up there. At the next turn, take a right. Next left.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him, too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around. Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence. We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed. Definitely gives him opportunity.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Quit horsing around, Phelps!
Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here.
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.